I'm Alexis Holzer. I'm the Senior Marketing Manager for Independent Agent Giving, and I'm excited to talk to you today about the 2023 Make More Happen Awards and how you can help agents apply. We've been a little bit slower on applications this year, so I would love your help promoting this program, getting agents to apply, and helping them win money for nonprofits in their community. So let's get started. So, if you're not familiar with what independent agent giving is, it is part of the thought leadership team within agent engagement and technology. That's within Experience. But we are laser focused on being the #1 carrier champion and show agents that we do more than other carriers. And agent giving is a great example of that. We are the only carrier that provides a giving program that takes the lead of agencies, telling us where to donate in their communities. It's a great relationship building tool, both for us and for you, getting to know the agency better, what they're passionate about, what their community needs. We love to tell agent stories. You'll see that on agentgiving.com. We tell a great story about every winner, both in blog form, in video, across social media, and images. And that's all part of the Make More Happen Awards, which is the marquee program of agent giving. So to give you a little bit more detail, again, if you're not familiar, the Make More Happen Awards is up to a $10,000 grant to a nonprofit on behalf of the agency that nominates them. The agency and nonprofit receive a marketing toolkit, which we give them, including images, video, ready-made copy that they can use to promote their story, meet our sharing challenge, and win the full $10,000 award. Part of that package is free PR support. They work with a national PR firm to promote their award to local media and get the news out that way as well. All in all, it's a really fun program to be a part of for agencies, for nonprofit. I certainly love my job, but it's really fun for the field team to get involved as well to talk about the agency, show the value of the independent agent in the community. So to give a recap of what happened last year in the Make More Happen Awards, we supported 64 nonprofits with $372,000 awarded. Speaking of that local media PR outreach that we do, that resulted in nearly 300 placements last year and over 550 million media impressions. And that means eyeballs on articles, these photos of agencies that are giving back and are branding, their branding, and spreading awareness for these nonprofits. So for updates this year, we do have a simpler voting process. So last year it was about sharing the story to social media, leaving comments. We've really simplified that. So this year we are just doing a vote button where people just simply click a vote button and that adds to it. And they can leave comments to cheer on the winners as well. So that's a really simple voting process and hopefully more accessible to the whole community. We are updating our marketing content with podcast style videos. So we're bringing the voice of the agency and the nonprofit to the forefront. We're doing short interviews with them and producing short 3-minute videos that they can use in their marketing, and we do as well. And then for you, toolkits to support agencies winning and celebrate their winning with check presentation, large prop checks. Also new this year, we have a nomination process for Make More Happen. So let's get into that. So you would simply create a reviewer account and fill out a simple form to automate an invite to an agency to invite them to apply to Make More Happen. Our team will follow up with agencies so you don't have to worry about sending them additional emails. And we ask that you make your nominations quickly because there is a process to get them approved and get their application in, and their deadline to do that is August 1st. But there is no limit to the number of nominations that you can submit. If you have 5 really eligible agencies with really awesome nonprofits, you're welcome to nominate all those folks. We are not promoting this to agencies though, so you're not under any pressure to nominate agencies, but it is a great way to show them that they're being appreciated by you. So, but first, before you nominate them, please talk to the agency. Make sure that they're aware of what the Make More Happen Award is, what kind of nonprofits that we do support, and that they would be up to the challenge. Are they a great agency partner? So if they check all those boxes, go ahead and create that reviewer account like you would with any other online platform. And then through the automation system, we will handle the follow-up. But your nomination form is very simple. It is simply their information, your information, and why they should be awarded. So what kind of things are we looking for? So within the Make More Happen Awards, we have focus areas and populations. The focus areas being education, health and safety, and civic service, which we can kind of fit anything to that if it doesn't fit in one of the first two. But also the populations that we focus on within those groups are youth, low income families and individuals, and celebrating people of all abilities. Um, so if there's a question on that and someone's not sure if they might qualify, reach out to me. I'm one of the tools in your toolkit to figure out if they're eligible and how to help them win. So just want to call out a few that we see often with agencies that we cannot award. So very important to think about this when you're nominating an agency to make sure that they wouldn't be nominating a nonprofit that falls into one of these buckets, that it does fit our focus areas and populations. So if you were to call out religious organizations without a non-discrimination policy, they need to have a community designation and don't require anything like participating in fellowship to access services. We don't fund like little league teams, but we do fund things like the Special Olympics or serving reaching out to underserved communities. Hospitals really can't do a lot with $10,000 in the award, but programs within hospitals that fall with one of those focus areas or populations likely is eligible. We can't fund individual schools or charter schools, PTAs, but programs within schools or that serve a whole district that again serve one of those populations that we're trying to reach would likely qualify. And then the last one that I'll just call out is number 11, foundations that are primarily grant making agencies. We don't like to give money to agencies that will then give it to other nonprofits. Some exceptions to that rule might be an agency led foundation where they are donating to a certain cause. Different organizations that might raise money for a cancer research, we would fund those and have funded several of those in the past. But essentially what we're trying to get with there is not to create a long funnel of where the agency is making a real impact in the community. So back to the nomination form. It is really, really simple on your end. You just need to provide your first, last name, and email, the agent's name or agency's name, and then a short reason why you're nominating them. And then below that, what feeds the automated email is the agent's first name and last name and their email address. So make sure that's correct so we can get the automated email to them. So once they are nominated, like I said, they'll receive the automated email. And then if we don't hear from them through the system, through the reviewer system, we will reach out to them with personalized emails as well as phone calls. And then so you can see what the agency is seeing when they log into Reviewer. For the pre-application, it is simply their contact information, a little bit about their agency, the contact information for the nonprofit, as well as their mission statement and the super important tax ID number. So we can ensure that through this pre-application with that information, we'll be able to ensure that they are an eligible nonprofit that we can give the grant to, and we'll move them forward to the second part of the application. Which, when that happens, the agency will log back into their reviewer account and they'll see additional questions that have popped up since the last time they logged in. There will also be a place to upload photos and some additional questions about the agency's giving overall. So this is what really the meat of the application is, where agencies really need to focus their time and attention. This is what we use to write that blog story on agentgiving.com and base their public relations media outreach on. So this is really important and really feeds all of that. So we're excited to read more of these applications. So to help promote the application and get the word out to agencies, have created a quick send tool for you, as well as an email OFT, an email signature graphic. We've created social posts in the employee view of social share that you can share out automatically to your social channels, or you could reshare what Liberty and Safeco are posting on our social channels in the IA space. Also, like I said, I'm a great tool for you. If you have any questions about the program, or agencies have questions after reviewing our stuff, I'm happy to have those conversations and actually really enjoy them. Here's a quick snapshot of that quick send tool, the Outlook template, and the email email signature image. And then if you do have a winner, we are providing you with another toolkit, which includes social media posts to help promote the agency and help them get those votes to win, an email template to send to other agencies, as well as other TMs to get the word out about them and help them get those votes, an additional email signature graphic to promote voting. And then once they've reached that 500 votes goal and the full $10,000 reward, there's another job aid and printing guide to get that big crop check printed and the picture taken and the second round of PR started for the agency. So why nominate an agency? Had a couple of TMs in the North East region share some of their thoughts about why to nominate and why it's so fun to win.
For me, it's just a great way to bring awareness to the program. You can talk about it, and until somebody gets selected or has a nonprofit selected, they really don't understand what it means and what it can do for them within the community, bringing that awareness. So that's the biggest thing, bringing awareness to what Safeco and Liberty does within the community and how we give back. And that's an important thing. It really opens their eyes. And it strengthens your relationship. We all have strong relationships, but you really get to know people within the agency once you start talking about that organization that they're passionate about and why they're passionate about it and what it means to them and what they do to volunteer their time and the different events that they do. So it's a lot of fun listening to that, and they get excited as well. And just building fun energy around the voting campaign is always a good time, and it's a good thing to do. And then the other thing you start to notice on the personal line side, I don't know about commercial line side, but you start to see the staff shift their way of thinking when it comes to policy renewal reviews. They start thinking more about the value that Safeco brings versus just looking at the price. So that's an interesting twist as well.
Couple of thoughts on it. One, I think, inherently our agents are entrepreneurs and community connected. So I've just found that it's not difficult to try to find agencies that are engaged, and I think their willingness to participate when you set the proper expectation for them, it just works out quite well. And to your point about hospitals, or I always use United Way or some of these other wonderful charities that are out there, but most of my experience has been with smaller charities. The $10,000 is truly game changing, and I think that creates an organic enthusiasm that maybe doesn't exist with larger operations and things of that nature. So to me, the closer to the community, the more organic, the better it is, and obviously it builds obvious goodwill and advocacy, in the community, not just our agencies. And then a little plug for the the PR support. I think that's been, I think sometimes agencies are a little bit hesitant to participate in the PR side, thinking that it's self-serving, until they realize that, not only are they getting recognition, but the charity that they're involved with are, they're getting donations and recognition above and beyond what, we're facilitating for them. And I think that creates, obviously a goodwill experience for, for everyone, and just a willingness to promote and share.
100%. Thank you so much. It really makes the agency the hero. Like, they get a reputation then for getting that $10,000 award for Shakespearean's productions here. People don't soon forget that, especially in these, like you said, the smaller community nonprofits.
So this is a video from one of our winners in Albany, New York, which is a great example of the public relations work that we do for agencies, and a placement that she got as a result of that.
The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society was created by a New York family in 1944 following the death of their teenage son. Well, tonight we meet a local woman who is supporting that organization in memory of her brother that she lost, and she's doing it in a big way. Here's my Today's Women Report.
My brother was my hero.
Bridget Murray is talking about her brother Ryan. In 2019, he died from a blood disease. Before he passed away, he was trying to become the Man of the Year, a title Albany's Leukemia and Lymphoma Society bestows upon a male who raises the most money that year to help find a cause for blood disorders. Understandably, Ryan's death devastated her family, which years earlier had lost Bridget's mom to breast cancer.
When you're a little kid and you're growing up in a family of 5, you just expect that's the way it's going to be until, your parents are in their 90s or 80s or whatever.
As a member of the Murray family, a group known for its support of others, Bridget decided to do something to support her community and her brother. So she set out last year to become the Woman of the Year for LLS.
I thought, if I can raise the most money that anybody has ever raised through this competition, that is the ultimate way that I can honor my brother.
With tenacity she learned while playing Division I basketball, she persevered until she raised.
We ended up raising about $356,000. To this day is the most that a woman has raised.
Earning her the title and a way to honor her brother.
Knowing his passion for LLS, I think that he thinks that the work we're doing is absolutely amazing, and I'm sure he's very proud of us.
Now, Bridget's family owns the Murray Insurance Company in Guilderland. One of their clients, Liberty Mutual Insurance, donated $10,000 more to the Murrays, and that money they turned over to LLS.
Well, you mentioned the word tenacity in that package, and that I think is just really incredible, her tenacity about this whole situation.
Right. She's just taken over, and she's just powerful in helping the community. And she says, I said, what's the secret to doing that? Because some people find it daunting, and she says, just be passionate about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
so
passion really comes through for sure.
And lastly, here's our link farm. I'll leave this up as I close. These are all some resources for you for agents. You can direct them to more information about the program directly to an apply page, and you can show them what's happening right now with Make More Happen. We always have news stories every month. We're choosing 5 winners to feature on that page. For the field, for you guys, we've got the Territory Manager Resources page, the agency nomination page for that Make More Happen Award nomination. And then if you want to learn more about the onboarding, what happens after an agency wins, I've included that onboarding toolkit here as well. Again, reach out to myself or Kayla if you have additional questions about the program, and I look forward to working with you soon. Thank you so much.